Let's have a look at the proximity EQ. Again, we come into a situation where you're confronted with recording you can't influence anymore. But in this case, you're especially unhappy with the room impression. For instance, this guitar recording. You might want to get everything a little closer, or even further away, but without applying artificial reverb, which will mean picking the proper algorithm or plugging first to match the existing room on your track. Frei raum now lets you do this by separating the audio into direct path and reverberant component. Positive values indicate the direct signal, whereas negative values contain the diffuse parts. The equalizer interface now gives you the opportunity to apply frequency-dependent mixing of those two components. Minus 100% is completely wet. Plus 100% is completely dry. 0 is the unmodified signal. If you wish to apply the same amount of effect on all frequencies, you can use the proximity rotary in the global controls panel. Let's try this on our guitar. So, by dragging up the proximity value, you quickly get the impression that the guitar gets closer to you, whereas by reducing the proximity, you can easily put the source into the distance. At this point, we could say, okay, I like the sweet, soft sound of the fundamentals, but it's maybe a little too blurred. And here comes a great advantage of the equalizer interface. You can easily define in which spectral regions your effect should be applied. So for instance, you might want to conserve a little of the nice picking sound of the steel strings. In this case, just pick a shelf and revert some of the effects you have applied before this. Now, maybe we'd like to focus even more on the picking sound. This is exactly where the entropy EQ can show its powers. As mentioned before, in the entropy layer, frei raum separates the audio into an inharmonic component at 100% and a harmonic one at minus 100%. Again, you can mix them freely by globally using the master rotary in the overview panel, or using the equalizer interface. So, by increasing the entropy value, we quickly achieve something like playing damped notes. Then, at some point, only the picking remains. If we exaggerate, we can also get pretty abstract results. This might not be aesthetically relevant for a guitar solo concert recording, but if you consider creative processes and especially sound designing, you can achieve amazing results as simple as this. On the other side, you can focus entirely on the harmonics. In this case, the swinging strings of the guitar. If we go even further, we remain with a guitar that seems to be picked with woolen gloves. Again, by pushing the algorithm to extreme values, you can wonderfully use it to achieve outstanding effects. So, you can see frei raum is also a full-blown creativity tool.